Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful Rabbit Hole, King D.L. Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. And boy, I, I just kind of believed them. I, I really did believe the gaming media when they said that Nintendo was concerned about the upcoming console generation, because of course they're like thinking about it. Of course they're like worried about the transition. They're thinking about it like how best to like follow up on the Switch. Like that seemed like a perfectly reasonable response to me. I didn't really put too much stock into that, but as it so happens, as it has been revealed, once Nintendo released the actual transcript of the event in question, that wasn't the case. Like all they said was that like yeah, we're working on the next gen hardware. We're working on the follow up to the Switch. It is going to happen, and we hope to show new information soon. Essentially, like they confirmed it was a thing, but didn't really go into like full doom and gloom mode. And that's how the gaming media tried to push it. The Pretendos tried to concern troll about this topic. Is that like, oh man, Nintendo is concerned that they won't be able to follow up with the Nintendo Switch. Holy crap. It was clearly one of the many ways they tried to downplay this particular meeting, this particular shareholder meeting, which demonstrates, I think, just how badly that Nintendo is stomping the competition right now. Like the gaming media is trying to convince people that Elden Ring is the best-selling game ever made and like the best-selling new IP ever, the most popular game of all time. Like they don't want people to be talking about Nintendo. They don't want them to be talking about Pokemon or the inevitable June E3 Direct. They're not going to talk about like they don't want to talk. They don't want anyone talking about any of that. They want you to be shitting on Nintendo all the fucking time. They want you to think they're behind. They want you to think they're underpowered. They want you to think they're like not in a very good position. That's what I took away from this. And I did like kind of acknowledge that in my last video when I talked about this topic. But when I talked about this meeting, but like there are just so many ways they've done this. It's impossible to keep track of it all. Keep track of it all. Like I've only like I mentioned like specifically the NSO thing, how like the game journalists tried to ruin that, and the console sale thing. But now like it's starting to feel like they're trying to go after the successor to the Nintendo Switch before it's even a thing. Like before it even gets confirmed, before we even have a solid release date or even a general idea of when we're going to get an announcement. Like the game journalists are working overtime to make sure that nobody is talking about this thing positively. And gamers everywhere, Nintendo fans in particular, really need to take notice of this and really start lashing out against it. This was unacceptable. This was not a simple mistranslation. This was a deliberate attempt at sabotaging Nintendo and making the public think they were concerned about the future of the company. These people need to go. Next time, wait for the official transcript.